the most shocking thing that you have noticed when you arrived here?
In Warsaw, the most shocking
Like in Polish thing that shocked you.
that they meet every weekend with the family, because I come from a nuclear family, and I am not used to living in a joint family. I don't like family gatherings like every weekend. This is too much for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I like my space. I've always been like this. Of course, I like people. I want to go out. I need people. We all do. But meeting every weekend as a family is too much for me. So
Okay.
this was shocking for me. It was like I am resting in another room, and his brother, the sister-in-law, used to come, and I used
Just
to
talk about everything and anything.
eating, yeah. And the lunch, they used to come for lunch, spend the whole evening, and then by 6, 7 they used to leave, and
So entire day.
yeah. And this is something I was not prepared for. Also, I was living with his mom for a year and a half. She didn't speak Polish, I didn't speak English, so this was something challenging for me, but that's how I mastered on Polish. Yeah, I mean, it was quite a journey, but a lot of stepping stones, and I learned a lot, yes, living.
Did you like even do they people like date on a daily basis, like normally, like they meet each other and
Yes, they do. People do that,
but mostly it's strongly influenced by your parents who you two marry.
To be honest, like my parents, like my mom desperately wanted me to get married. Yeah, I was reaching an age for her, like 20, 21, 22. I was
You were
reaching
getting old.
older for her. So she somehow tricked me by a nice trip to the beach, Goa. And she asked me over there, maybe you want to get married. I said, okay, let's get married. Yeah. And I said yes, but I think that it wouldn't be wrong, yeah, listening to my mom. Some people go for love marriage, like they love and then they introduce each other. They say that they're falling in love. Okay, this is again, let me clear, it's 9.5 years ago, me being in India, and now things have changed, I'm sure, in India. So now, like then I told my mom, yes, I'm ready, yes, and I don't have anyone in my life. I tried by myself, yes, dating, and they always say that the one you try is never better enough than your parents. So then my mom said, okay, if you don't have anyone, then I can look for you.
So did you like try to like recode your brain, your things that you used to get to used to your new lifestyle?
I just told to myself that okay, Suyasha, who is going to feed you? Yeah. You can't be eating food outside every day. Who is going to feed your daughter? So my first food that I cooked was burnt carrot.
Burnt carrot. How did you burn the carrot?
It was a vegetable. I fried it a lot,
Okay.
Like I made carrot vegetable with Indian flatbread we call roti or chapati. Yes. That also I burnt, and everything I burnt, but I ate because Polish people eat bread every day. So I was eating bread every day, but then my stomach started hurting. And I had big gas formation in my tummy. And then I decided that, okay, no, I can't be doing this every day. I have to learn to cook Indian food.
Hello again, welcome back. Today I'm talking with someone whose story shows how migration sometimes begins with love but becomes something deeper. A decision to stay, build and create a life in a place that once felt completely foreign. Suyasha, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes,
Okay.
Suyasha.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for taking my invitation and having your time here with me. And I would like to ask you a very, very simple question. How your journey started in Poland?
Okay, thank you for inviting me and readjusting, of course. And my journey in Poland began from India, I would say. I met my my daughter's father. We were working together. So I was an air hostess and he is an aircraft engineer. So our airline signed a wet lease contract with his airline, and that's how they came to India. So we were working with all Poles, let's put it that way. And it was the first time I ever even heard of Poland as a country.
You didn't knew it?
No, I did not know. And when I told my grandfather, so my grandfather and my dad were like, they know because they're taking care of the warships and they're in the Navy. So they have contact with many Europeans, they meet people. But with me, I didn't know. I was only traveling the Muslim countries and Asian, mainly in India as well. So they came to India, we met, we started working. It was like a 6 months journey. And I like one statement what he said, that I have nothing to do with your body, it's your face. That's all.
Okay.
My face was attracting him the most. So this is something what I liked. And then I decided to so he took me to Taj Mahal and then he asked me out over there. He proposed to me in front of everyone. So this was like a turning point for me. Like, this man is serious. He
proposed to you for after 6 months?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that was...
Wow, that's quick.
That's quick, yes. He said that he knew me enough to marry me. Yeah.
Okay.
And to be honest, this was something for me. I am in general a crazy person. So I was like, okay, let's do it, you know. And then shortly after I got pregnant and we moved. He said that we have to move to Poland. So we moved to Poland. And
why? He didn't want to stay in India with you?
he actually came back to India for some more work because he was earning more there, relatively. But then he continued working in another European country. So why Poland? Because he lives here, and I think that's how it goes on, yeah? You get married and you go where the man is.
Oh, well, with women, yes.
Yes, yeah, with
Mostly.
women, yes, yeah. So that is what I was like, okay, let's do this. And yeah, that's how my journey began. We came here, he applied for the temporary residence. And
For you?
For me, yes. And it was very quick because you come with a Polish person and you're married. We married in India. We registered our marriage there and then we registered here. So everything was smooth.
So you didn't struggle much with the bureaucracy here?
Not for starters, no.
Okay,
not
okay.
for starters. That first 3 years, like the first year of application to immigration was smooth. However, the actual problem began when we have started having problems, yes. Okay. So that's when I had to apply on my own. And that was the real journey. Okay. I moved to Krakow and yeah.
So the first place where you came to Poland was Krakow?
Warsaw. First was Warsaw. Yeah, it was not something I fancy to be in, but
you didn't like it?
No. Warsaw was not my cup of tea. No. It was.
I feel you because I don't like Warsaw as well. Yeah, I say it a lot.
I am sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody with Warsaw, but whoever is in love with that place, with all due respect, I don't like Warsaw as much. It's so big, and of course, I come from Mumbai. Mumbai is bigger, and I wanted some feeling like what I get in Krakow.
This cozy little kid town that everywhere is closed and calm, you know.
Yes, and people have the time to talk to you, even in the shop. If you speak Polish, people make conversations with you. Even if you speak little Polish, they will. So this is something what I genuinely cherish in Krakow. The feeling was different. The blue color. That was
Good. Okay, and I wonder. So, how long does it take your husband to bring you to Poland after that propose and the pregnancy?
Yeah, it was like few months, 2-3 months.
So after 9 months of knowing each other, you were already in Warsaw?
Yeah, I was already in Warsaw. Like, I was very quick, like in Warsaw. 2015, 16 we met, and then 2017 I was here.
Wow.
Yeah, it took, when he went to the immigration Polish embassy in Mumbai, the guy was very nice to him, and he told him that, okay, I will help you, yeah. And he helped us go through very quick because even he
Nice.
had to come back. His visa was ending, so we didn't want to reapply and extend it for a longer period of time. So everything was very quick.
Did
Yeah.
he try to introduce you Poland before you moved in there?
Well, I was working with Polish people, so I had Polish people around me. I don't know if I should say this, but the first thing I learned was one of the big statements in Poland, but it was like not nice phrase, yeah. So I learned about a lot in Poland, and then I was thinking of learning the language from India, but that was so costly. So I thought that I will move here and then I will start. However, I actually dived into the culture after coming to Poland, not from India. Yeah.
Of course, because it's hard to imagine how actually you can dive into the culture being outside of this
Yes, yes.
particular country. But what did Polish people teach you or tell you about Poland before you actually, um, think of a Poland
Don't
like,
be pushy.
okay, don't be
No
pushy.
means no.
Okay, okay.
Yes
What
means
else?
yes.
What else?
What else? It's cold.
Okay,
You can teach English. Yes,
okay.
we there is a need. Like, of course, 9 years ago when I came here, there was a big need, huge need of teaching English, and with the vocabulary I had from Mumbai, like coming from India, it was it was a turning point for me over here. I never thought that I would become a teacher. So yeah, like don't be pushy, and don't ask, like don't force, like if the yes, a yes means yes and a no means no, but in India it's not like that. If you
Yeah, you have to be nice, smooth.
in India it's like a yes means no and a no means yes.
The totally opposite.
Opposite, yes. I don't know about other Indians, but for me and my family and many of my friends it was like this. Yes, like if I said no for something, that means it was a yes.
Did he try to introduce you some like food culture maybe already in India, like Polish?
No, no, there
No?
is no Polish food in India.
But he
There
didn't try
was no
to.
Polish food. Now I don't know.
But he didn't try to at least create something at home for you, like so you
No, he
can.
was living in a hotel.
Ah,
Yes, he
okay.
was living in that tenure of his stay. He was in the hotel, yeah. So when he came to my place, we were only feeding him Indian food, and I don't know how he could have the Polish food. But no, I didn't eat anything. Everything I came, I in general, I am adaptable.
Okay.
I am very adaptable because of my profession being in aviation. So I just wanted to try. But the turning point was my pregnancy, which made me less adaptable
Okay,
to a lot
okay.
of things. Yes.
I wonder what he did to actually, after he proposed to you, you agreed, and I think because you're from India, that he probably had to go and ask your parents as well.
Yes.
How did it go? Because
Okay, so my mom was like, I had like three candidates already, So
oh,
in India, we have this matrimonial dating websites, like not dating websites, sorry, that's the wrong term, but matrimonial website where your parents are dating for you. Yes, let's put it that way.
they're selecting the
Selecting the
candidates for you.
candidates for me, yes. So my mom was looking for me for like high class men, and so I had like three of them already lined up. But my best friend and I, we decided to go for the one I have now because it's away from India and all the chaos, and no one will know me. It will be completely different and a new life. So this is
So
something
unknown was more
attractive for
than.
me than being.
Wait, but you got me with this thingy that there are, in India there are websites that are dedicated
Yeah.
for parents So
Yes.
they can select some like candidates for their children.
Yeah, there are like matrimonial sites, shadi.com. Shadi means marriage. So shadi.com and matrimony. So not shadi.com, but matrimonial website. I was in elite matrimonial, so I had a manager for myself. And
What?
she made a profile for me, and she used to ask me, which one do you like, who is nice for you? And that's how I met three men. Yeah, like there were three good men, very well to do, and I would have a good life. Anyway, I had a good life in India. Yes, I come from a family where we have chauffeur-driven cars, and we have how to say, we had cooks. Yeah, we had people who were cooking, cleaning for us. So that lifestyle would be better than coming here and doing everything by myself. So yeah.
Like, do they people like date on a daily basis? Like normally, like they meet each other and.
Yes, they do. People do that.
But mostly it's strongly influenced by your parents, who you two marry.
To be honest, like my parents, like my mom desperately wanted me to get married. Yeah, I was reaching an age for her, like 20, 21, 22. I was
You were
reaching
getting old.
older for her. So she somehow tricked me by a nice trip to the beach, Goa. And she asked me over there, maybe you want to get married. I said, okay, let's get married. Yeah. And I said yes, but I think that it wouldn't be wrong, yeah, listening to my mom. Some people go for love marriage, like they love and then they introduce each other. They say that they're falling in love. Okay, this is again, let me clear, it's 9.5 years ago, me being in India, and now things have changed, I'm sure, in India. So now, like then I told my mom, yes, I'm ready, yes, and I don't have anyone in my life. I tried by myself, yes, dating, and they always say that the one you try is never better enough than your parents. So then my mom said, okay, if you don't have anyone, then I can look for you. So this is how it was.
Okay, so your parents, like, how they reacted to a Polish man when he came to your
It was a
home
shock.
first time?
Yes, it was. Okay, like my mom, my aunt, they were shocked. My dad was not. My dad was like, he's very chilled out. He may look strict and all, but my dad has a very different point of view when it comes to a lot of things. So my dad was okay, yeah. And even when I got pregnant, like he said that, okay, the child is at least his, right? Like my dad was, he has like a serious sense of humor. So yeah, I mean, they were shocked, but they did everything for them to be comfortable. Like his mom traveled all the way to India to see me.
She was with him also?
He invited her.
Okay.
Yes, like in the last month when I was introducing him to my parents, my family. That's when he also invited his mom to India. So this was one thing. This was my condition. Yeah, he listened to everything what I asked him.
I wonder how was the silence at the table between your mom and his mom, because I'm
Yeah.
sure they didn't have a mutual language to actually speak to each other.
Yes, it was
So I know
difficult.
that the multicultural family meetings, parent meetings, are like this little awkwardness, like maybe food, like some gestures.
Let's say Google Translate.
Okay.
Hail
okay.
Google Translate. Yeah, they were using Google Translate. Of course, she was not staying in my place. They were in. We did. So in India, we have this thing from the girl's side and from the guy's side.
Okay.
So now this wedding was from our side, from the girl's side. So my family did accommodation, chauffeur-driven car, everything for them. They didn't want that, they didn't ask for it, but this is how we are trying to put it across in our culture, that we are giving you our daughter with the best we can. This is how we treat her, so we give you, and then you also have to treat her the same. Yeah. This is the whole idea about it. Yes.
Okay, I guess everything went great at first, right?
Yeah.
Then you come here.
Yes. Shock.
Your first impression, like the most shocking thing that you have noticed when you arrived here.
In Warsaw, the most shocking
Like
thing
it, like in Polish thing that shocked you.
that they meet every weekend with the family, because I come from a nuclear family, and I am not used to living in a joint family. I don't like family gatherings like every weekend. This is too much for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I like my space. I've always been like this. Of course, I like people. I want to go out. I need people. We all do. But meeting every weekend as a family is too much for me. So
Okay.
this was shocking for me. It was like I am resting in another room, and his brother, the sister-in-law, used to come, and I used
Just
to
talk about everything and anything.
eating, yeah. And the lunch, they used to come for lunch, spend the whole evening, and then by 6, 7 they used to leave, you know. And
So entire day.
yeah, and this is something I was not prepared for. Also, I was living with his mom for a year and a half. She didn't speak Polish, I didn't speak English, so this was something challenging for me, but that's how I mastered on Polish. Yeah, I mean, it was quite a journey, but a lot of stepping stones, and I learned a lot, yes, living
Did you
in Warsaw.
would you say that your mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, was the main practice for you to learn in Polish?
Yeah, I could not main, like I also had, I went for lessons for 2 months. I was pregnant, terribly pregnant. And I went to the lessons for like 2 months, individual lessons. And whatever I was learning in those lessons, I used to come home and write down. So I have written all the verbs like 5 times.
Until you memorize.
Yes, all Polish verbs. And after that, I was also living with her. And once I stopped living with her, I was working in the preschool.
Okay.
So I have been working in the preschool, let's say 7 years now. From 7 years, I'm working every day, 5 days in a week. I have contact with Polish people, and with the teachers, I'm speaking only in Polish. And I always told them that, hey, you know what? Can you like correct me when I'm speaking something incorrect? Yes, and that's how it was. That's how I learned. So I couldn't say fully that my mom-in-law was the one who was teaching me Polish.
But you had also different
People, yeah,
possibilities to learn the
yes,
language.
yes, different possibilities, yeah.
Okay, so what happened after that 1.5 year that you lived with your mother-in-law? Did you guys move out?
Yes, I decided to move out to Krakow. As you like Krakow, even I fell in love with Krakow, and most of us, we all fall in love with the city. So I knew that my daughter's father had a flat here, so I decided to move here. And when I moved here, I started doing, I didn't know to run the show, like to cook, to clean. I didn't know all these things. So he was teaching me everything. It was like a step-by-step journey for me. Yes. And yeah, it went on.
So he also moved with you?
Yeah, he moved with me. He used to travel. He had a lot of his work in other European countries. If it used to be anywhere in Poland, so we used to go together with him, mostly like Gdańsk and
Other
yeah,
cities in Poland?
mostly Gdańsk, yes. Yeah, so we used to travel a lot like that, yes.
Oh, Gdańsk is also nice.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Cozy, yes.
And the sea. Baltic
Yeah,
Sea.
it was good. It was like we were staying very far away, like we were close to the airport. So for everything, I had to go to the main city center. Yes, so that was a big journey for me from the buses. So that time I didn't have internet on my phone. So I remember I used to write down all the stops in the piece of paper. And I used to be like, because in the hotel we had Wi-Fi, so I used to check, get down at this stop. So I used to circle that stop on the piece of paper, and I used to go like this. And I knew some
Through the
broken.
list, yeah?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, this is now the stop.
Stop, yes. And I remember like, okay, I've never been through something like racist and all in the past, but sometimes some people didn't trust me. Yes? So when I got into the bus in Gdańsk, they had this thing that you have to buy the ticket from the bus guy, the driver, and then come. And I have parked the pram, my daughter's pram, and he wanted me to leave and just go and take the ticket. Yeah. So these are some things were not nice, but you learn. Yes, sometimes the hard way or the nice way.
How did you survive delivering a baby here? It was
Oh,
okay,
it
like,
was okay. Very nice. Her father did everything he could to give me the best delivery experience. We were in Medicowa, Warsaw. It's one of the best hospitals. I mean, I would, if I ever get pregnant ever again in the future, I would only go there. It's expensive. We paid some 8,000 zloty, but it was worth the while. Yeah, it was very good.
so good care.
Good care, yes. Like, I mean, of course, I was doing everything alone. In India, you don't have a pregnant lady or post pregnancy. You get a lot of help. You rest a lot. But here I had to do, here the culture of postpartum is different, recovering. Ladies are going out with the children for a small walk, the moms, yeah? But in
Yes.
India, you don't do that.
But how long you have to be postpartum, like staying in home in
In
India?
India, it's like 40 days something. Yeah, they say. And you have to tie your head
It's
so
the
that the,
same in my country.
yeah,
You have to keep your feet, hands,
warm.
back, and head warm. No matter how hot it is, you have
Yes.
to keep it warm. And you shouldn't be going out so much, at least a month, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And later on, you continue. So yeah, I when I delivered my baby, also I have a Polish husband, so it was hard for him to understand. He was like, 1 week after delivery, go out for a walk. I'm like, you go out, leave me
Yeah.
alone. I'm not going
Yes,
anywhere.
yes, but it was hard for me. I had to go out, like literally go out for a walk because the mother-in-law used to work and he was not here. He was also traveling. Okay, first few months he was there. It is something vague, yeah, vague memory. It is like 9.5 years ago. They say, yeah, you don't remember these things, the pain and everything. However, like it was a tough journey. Yeah, I had to learn it the hard way because I didn't do anything in India when it comes to cooking, cleaning, or taking care of someone. As a matter of fact, we always had helpers in where I come from. So yeah.
Okay, so my question is now, if he knew when he was proposing to you that you have this type of family background, didn't he try to provide you the same in Poland?
No, in Poland they have this mentality. Yeah, you have mam dwie ręce, they say. Yeah? I
Yeah.
have two hands and I will do it by myself. So
Well, okay, I know that, but
Yeah.
there are many Polish women that doesn't do anything at home also,
yeah,
because it's paid for cleaning, it's paid for cooking. I know a lot of women like
yeah.
that.
But now I build
It's
a
not
life
like
for
it.
myself.
Yeah,
I have someone who comes to clean.
yeah.
I work in preschools, and sometimes in preschool, the directors are telling us that, you have to clean. And I'm literally telling them, hello, I don't even clean at home. And in India, we teachers don't clean. There are people there are peons and people who are dedicatedly assigned for these kind of works. And this is something I would like to change. Like, I don't know if I can change it, but I would want it to change in Poland. Yeah, that the teachers are not cleaners. Yes, we are teachers. We do a big task of taking care of the children with whole of pedagogy method and everything. But
Yes, it's challenging to
yeah,
be a especially a group of children's teacher.
yes,
Yeah, because
yeah.
it's very challenging. Okay, so what happens in Krakow? Your life, what is going on? You moved to the city that you fell in love, and your life, family, your little family life started, getting better than in Warsaw.
Yeah. It was getting better. I started learning a lot, traveling, getting to know the stops, the signs. I was shocked when I came to Poland also that everything is in Polish. Because in India we have everything in English. Okay, now it's changed maybe. I have not been to India, but I've heard that different regions have English and then their language. Yes?
You didn't travel back to your home
No.
since you are here?
No.
Why?
I don't know why I never went back. My mom visited me twice.
Did she come when you were delivering the baby?
Yes, she came. That was also very funny because we had the due date of October 28, like the end of October, but it was like 1st of November, 2nd of November, 3rd of November, 4th of November, and there's no sign of my daughter, Ariana. She's just still inside, yes. So we had to they had to induce labor for me. But yes, so she came then, and then she came in 2022, something like that. Yeah, this is the two times she visited us. But I would want her to come again.
Of course. Don't you
Yes.
miss your home, like your family, since you are living here?
Since I told you that I'm more used to a nuclear life, so I don't miss them so much. Of course, I would like to spend time with them from time to time, but this is my family now. My daughter is my life, and I have new things coming up in my life always, and I love that, and I want to focus more on that. Of course, in the future, if something happens, I can go to visit. But now, at this moment, I'm not focusing on going back. I just achieved my European card, the long-term card, EU, and I want to work on more things like get the citizenship and stuff. So I just want to be focused. I don't want to focus on spending money for traveling and other things. I just want to be here at this moment to get the obyvatel, so the citizenship, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you have already decided that you're going to permanently stay here?
I have no choice. I
Your
am
child is Polish, probably,
Polish,
yes.
yes. So till she gets to the stage that she can say to her father that, okay, Dad, now I want to go with Mama somewhere. Till then, I want to be here, yes. And I don't. I personally didn't have a stable lifestyle as a child, because not as a child, but as a teenager also. I was traveling all the time.
On the move,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes, I also changed a couple of schools. I was born in another part of Mumbai, then we moved to another part of Mumbai, 30 kilometers from Mumbai. And this is something what I don't want for my daughter. I want to give her stability. That's why I want her to be in one school, one preschool. Yes, and
Don't give her too much of stress of changing.
changing, yes.
Yeah.
And I want her to inculcate this in her, that she must have stability in life. Yes.
Oh, that's very important, actually. I love that. I didn't have my stability when I was a child. I was always
Like a vagabond, I would say. I was like
changing the schools,
Yes,
yes, I had the same. So I understand you, like 100%. What happened between you and your husband? Like how long it lasted? Like, because I know that you guys are not together anymore. It was the cultural differences.
No,
What
it
happened?
was not more like cultural differences. There were a lot of things, but mostly he decided to go away. So, and it lasted like till 2021. But it was like I was always alone, raising Ariana. Even when we were together, I was doing most of the things.
Because of his type of work?
Work, yeah. But let's put it that way, like now, after 8 years, finally, we have a very good relationship. Okay. We're like very good friends, and we are there for Ariana. We talk. It's so nice, I don't know. I wish we had that when we were together. But now things are better, yes. So there's nothing to go back and complain about what was not good. Of course, it was not an easy ride, not an easy journey. But now it's good. Yeah.
So what happens when he leaves? Like, did you have any difficulties?
Yes,
to handle it?
Yes, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning, and I remember that time I was 26, and you were like hot-blooded that time, I don't care. I don't need a man. I can do this by myself. This is how I was, But then as soon as you reach 28, the body clock starts ticking. Okay, now you cannot wake up at 4. Now you cannot wake up at 5. And now I'm 33 and I cannot wake up even at 6, It's so
It's hard,
hard. It's
yeah.
hard. I know people would say, oh, you're still young. But everybody is different. And also the food we eat right now is different than what people ate 10, 20 years ago.
Yes, it's
A
very
banana
processed.
quality was different then than it is right now.
The milk is not the milk.
Milk anymore. In India, it was like water. Yes, the milk is water.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, so it was hard. So I used to wake up at 4 in the morning, prepare the food for the whole day. I used to pick up my daughter like this. I used to put her jumpsuit, the winter overalls, and I used to put her on the pram. And she's crying, and I used to be like, why are you crying? You're going from one bed to another bed. But now I understand that no, that was hard,
It's hard,
going
yes.
from one bed to pram, and you're sleeping, yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I put her on the pram, and then we were on the first level. There was no elevator, so I used to take her from the pram, like they were like 12, 15 steps down. Then run to the bus stop, feed her. I was so blessed, let's put it that way, that no one told me anything in the bus that why you're feeding her or something.
You didn't get any like.
No, not that feeding, just feeding her food. She was after breastfeeding then when I actually started
okay.
working outside.
I was thinking that by the breastfeeding.
Oh, that was also one thing. I was working like on calls. I used to speak to people in English, just conversation with them, and it was over telephone. Yes, that time I used to breastfeed her. But when I stopped breastfeeding her, I started going out. So I used to feed her her food, her breakfast, cornflakes, and milk, and I was going to work. I used to, in that same preschool, just for a few minutes, leave her in the other group and go and teach English to all the groups. Then I used to go to twice a week or thrice a week to a CEO of the company. He was this makeup brand Pies.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
okay.
I used to go to him. He allowed me. He's so kind. He allowed me to come with Ariana. I was teaching him English. Then pandemic hit all of us, and then I stopped working. Yes, and then I used to take her even after that for swimming. And in the middle, I used to go to Galeria Krakowska. There is this baby's room. There is a microwave. I used to heat her food, give her food. And this is how it worked. Yeah.
So how was it for you to actually deal with all of this stuff that you had to do by your own and that you don't used to back then?
Yeah, I think this is the strength we all mothers get anyway. I think, yeah, this is...
But not even as a mother. I mean, like you told me that you don't used to like do different, I would say, normal daily tasks.
Yeah, I used to not even pick up my glass, at home. Yes, it was challenging, let's put it that way. But eventually I worked hard, to do it.
So did you like try to like recode your brain, your things that you used to get to used to your new lifestyle?
I just told to myself that, okay, Suyasha, who is going to feed you, yeah? You can't be eating food outside every day. Who is going to feed your daughter? So my first food that I cooked was burnt carrot.
Burnt carrot. How did you burn the carrot?
It was a vegetable. I fried it a lot,
Okay.
Like I made carrot vegetable with Indian flatbread we call roti or chapati. Yes. That also I burnt, and everything I burnt, but I ate because Polish people eat bread every day. So I was eating bread every day, but then my stomach started hurting. And I had big gas formation in my tummy. And then I decided that, okay, no, I can't be doing this every day. I have to learn to cook Indian food. At least. Not a lot, but just a few things, yes.
So what was the first Indian food that you learned to cook in Poland?
This roti and burnt carrot.
Okay, roti and burnt carrot. Now can you cook something else?
Oh yes, now I can cook a lot of foods. I am not a big fan of cooking, but somehow my friends, excuse me, say that I cook well. Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know. No, I tell them that I hate cooking. I dislike it. I don't fancy cooking, but I have to cook. Yes, we can't be eating all the time outside.
Of course, yeah, it's expensive.
Yes,
Oh,
but we do go out. We go out to a lot of restaurants. Sometimes we order food from outside, but most of the times I'm doing my best to cook at home, fresh food. And I don't have that much time right now to do a lot of experiments with foods, but whatever I know I do. Yes.
okay. What is your favorite Polish food? For sure, you tried some a lot, right?
Yes, I tried everything, but what I really like is rosu.
Okay, chicken broth.
Yeah, chicken soup, yes. And I really like pierogi once upon a time, but now I'm intolerant to a lot of foods. So I can't have monka, this flour and all these things. But Polish food. Yes, I like potato pancakes, placki ziemniaczane, yes.
Aha, okay,
With
okay,
mushroom or beef stew. Yes.
okay.
I love this. Oh my God. If I go to a restaurant, like we are in Galeria, like Bonarka or something, and there is North Fish and there is another food stall. And if I see this side has Platski Gymnast, and I will leave everything and go for that one.
For that one,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very good actually.
Yeah, I like crispy and fried foods. Yeah.
Can you tell me about your stage of life where you used to feel the most lonely? Like, how did you find yourself getting to all put together? Like, somehow survive this period? Did you have some techniques or some maybe things that you like to do when you were feeling lonely to cheer yourself up,
Yes,
because
yes.
not everyone can do that on the immigration.
Yeah.
If you are alone, you have no family to support you, because when you are in your motherland, there's always someone to
Someone to
come in.
support.
If not even your parents, then there would be your sister or maybe a cousin who could come and say, hey, listen up, cheer up, it will be okay, or give you some stupid advices that is funny, for example, maybe. But if you are an immigrant, for sure you had those days, right? Like,
Oh, yes, I did have those days. Let's put it that way, that I have my faith that I believe in, and that helped me a lot. The Creator. That was very, like, there were nights when I cried. When I put her to sleep, my daughter, yeah, and after I used to cry, like what to do, yes, how to apply for immigration, how to get a new job.
you
how
didn't
to...
have a support with your ex from your ex
No, after that,
husband?
I didn't want to take any help from him. Because I went to the immigration office and they told me that, okay, you're 3 years together and you're entitled for residence permit, not the temporary, but the residence permit. And you can, but she said that, I don't want to lie to you, that you will go in separate rooms, you will be asked for photos and all this. We were together, but we had nothing as such together, yeah. And she said, you are a nice lady, you speak Polish. This was one of the inspectors from Urząd Małopolska said this to me, yeah. And then I told her that, okay, so this is one gift I want to give to myself, that I will do it in an honest way, yeah. So I got a job. And I remember that time my salary was just 2,300, and it was in Bolechowice. This is like close to after the airport.
Yeah, I know.
So during pandemic, I moved to Zabierzów because everything was closed. So I would not really need to come to the center anyway.
Oh my God. You unsocialize yourself.
Yes, and
To
then
Zabierzów.
yes, to Zabierzów, and I went with Ariana to work. I registered Ariana over there in that preschool for 1 year. My parents helped me a lot. My parents, my father, I remember, he used to tell me.
But I'm trying to understand why you didn't want to receive the help, or he didn't want to.
No, he wanted to help, yeah.
Okay.
He said he will help me, but I didn't want to take that help because...
He pissed you off.
yeah, because no, I am...
You are too proud to
Too
be taking
proud.
some help.
Yes, I am too proud to. I mean, I don't mind taking help from a random person, yeah, like carry my bag or yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but
yes,
he hurt you, maybe
yes,
that's why.
and I told him that one day I will get it. I will get it, and I told to myself that I want to look in the mirror like few years from now and be proud of myself that you did it, Suyasha.
Yourself, yes.
Yes, this is one gift I want to give to myself. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I applied for myself the temporary residence card. It was quite complicated because they were saying that you have to get a letter from your ex-husband that you're living in his place, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, this is too much jazz. So I will just go to another place. So my salary, like I said, was 2,300. My rent was 2,100. My father used to give me every month 1,000 zloty for my
Okay.
expenses. So they have been really supporting me. I don't know what I would have done if my parents wouldn't help me. I don't know. My parents. And there were some friends who helped
You were
me.
basically, yeah, you were basically earning salary to cover the flat
Rent.
expenses.
Just to show the immigration that I live. I have a place to live. Really, no one should go through these things when it comes to immigration. Like, they are, I don't want to say they're cruel. Of course, they want to protect their country.
It's the
Yes.
regular procedure.
But this is like someone who has a Polish child. Come on, you can be just so kind to them, yeah? And
Well, in at the immigration office happened a lot of funny things actually that I personally experienced as well. I can give you, for example, a story of my mom and my younger brother. He get the carta pobytu, let's say, as a child that is under guidance of my mom. And he's a junior school student, which means probably younger than your daughter or age, yeah. And then they refused to give carta pobytu, residence permit for my mom. So I came to the immigration office. I'm like, listen, don't you think it's a little bit silly? You give her child a residence permit, but the child's mom don't get it. Like, who's supposed to guide this? Be a guide of this child? The lady behind the window, she freezed. She didn't know what to answer. She's like, well, this is how it works. I'm like, oh, so this is
yeah.
how it works. So the child who is like 6 years old supposed to survive on himself.
Survival.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, funny stuff happens a lot. Yeah.
With me also, it did happen. Like at some point, like when I started speaking Polish, I also started arguing with them, because they all come up with their own rules. So I argue with the people working like in the inquiry department. Like you go and the first level is like where you give your documents and everything. Yes, I argue with them. Yeah, like you are literally making me come here several times. I have a child who's at home who's not feeling well. There were times when I left my daughter alone just to do this thing, and they're like, now you don't need to come here. You have to go to the post office to submit everything. Then I put my documents in the post office. They're saying that, we did not receive your documents from the post office. So I have struggled a lot, like every one of us.
Yeah.
But even when I applied for my długoterminowego karta, this long-term EU card, the inspector said that, you have a gap in ZUS, we cannot let you go further. Yeah, but it was only 3 months gap. That also, I was cheated by one of the employers who didn't pay ZUS for me. Yes, with work also I struggled a lot. Some people told me that they will give me some amount of money, but they gave me only some amount of money. Yes.
Just a part of it.
Yes, and then I have a rent to pay, which is coming 2,500 zloty, and I'm getting less than half of, like quarter of 2,500 zloty. Can you imagine? I was in this situation.
Quarter?
Yeah, I was in this situation in my life.
What was their explanation to that?
Oh, you don't work during evenings. How can we give you a job? Because it was a language school, yeah. Most of our lessons are in the evening and not in the mornings. So, I don't know. Like, believe me, if my parents weren't there, I don't know what I would have done. Yeah.
How did your parents took the the news from you that you are separating with your husband? culturally?
I don't
Is
know.
it a disaster
No,
or?
no, they were fine. Yeah, my dad has this thinking like you are there in someone's life for a reason. When you finish your work, then when you finish that whole thing, you leave and move on to someone's life. This is what my dad thinks. Okay, I was hurt. Yeah, when I got divorced, I didn't even cry. But after a few months, I was in the washroom. I was just thinking of something and I was like, I didn't even cry. Okay, let's cry today. And I started crying. This is how I actually went out my emotions. Yeah.
So
So,
maybe you are the type of person who who needs some time to process the emotions that you are
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
and actually let it out, you know.
Yes, I'm also numb, like many people. I just got a new job, okay, recently, and everyone is asking, how's your new job? How's your new job?
And you feel like nothing happened yet, but after a
Yeah.
couple of days, you are getting to get
Yes.
excited, for
Excited,
example,
yeah.
maybe, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I do understand.
Yeah.
I
It's
had,
like a numb feeling for starters,
yeah,
yeah.
I think I had several times the similar feeling with
Yeah.
my emotions as well. Yeah. It
Yes.
happens to people.
I thought I'm the only abnormal person. Okay, now I have changed a lot. I'm very expressive. And but with not a lot of things, but some things here and there I can express a lot. But these things like you got a new job, oh, come on, it's the same thing, yeah. I'm a teacher. I was working in that preschool. Now I'm working in this preschool. It's nothing new. Yeah.
Do you like your job now?
Let's say that it pays my bills, and I don't want to complain. Like, I feel so Polish right now. I'm complaining for everything, and at some point, I'm also telling. I'm also telling my friends that I don't know. Sometimes everything is going so good. What to complain about?
You've been literally, you've been literally polished.
Yes. I before I was like this, yeah. There's nothing to complain about. Everything is going fine. But now I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I don't like it. It's so far. This, that,
Oh, my, this hurts, that hurts.
that hurts. Yes.
I guess your Polish is very good. Like, can you say something in Polish?
Like, yeah.
Jak twój polski?
No, jest okej. Szczerze mówiąc, że mogę iść do sklepu, rozmawiać, codzieniowy temat. No, nie mogę wyrazić siebie na głęboko temat. Na przykład historię albo
Emocje, jakie
emocje.
czujesz?
Tak, no w jakim czasie muszę już zamknąć. Like we have this ustalenie in our place, yes, my daughter and I. Nie będziemy rozmawiać po polsku. No Polish, no watching Polish, no speaking Polish.
Because she is surrounded by Polish, yeah?
Yes.
It's school everywhere.
Yeah, we
so
speak Hindi, or if you're suffering just to say a word in Hindi, English, max to max. No Polish.
So your daughter is the three language.
Yes, three languages, yeah.
Lingual.
Yeah.
Yes, trilingual.
Yeah.
Hardest word in Polish, do you know? Like the hardest Polish word that you know for you to pronounce maybe or say?
Hardest word in Polish. I don't know. This hardest. These tongue twisters are hard for me.
Which tongue twister? I have many. You want the one to read out loud?
Yeah, like Grzegorz.
Yeah, I have better one for you.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Can I have my phone?
And also this word kiedy. I'm saying my daughter is saying that I say kiedy, kiedy, kiedy.
Kiedy? Yes.
Kiedy. She's always correcting. Like when I speak fast, I say kiedy.
Kiedy, yeah.
Yeah, it's kiedy. There's some simple words. Yeah, I had problem even with the letter W and this.
Okay, try to read the first one. It's a tongue twister.
Okay. Leżę, jeżę na wieży i nie wierzę, że na tej wieży jest 100 jeży i 50 jeżowieży. Yes, you see, tongue twisters are hard for me.
Yeah, but you did really good. Do you have your Polish favorite word, maybe?
Polish favorite word. I don't have a favorite word, but I have favorite songs.
Okay, what
Yeah.
is it?
One is this song. Otvieram oczy, widzę, na 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 na.
Who's
This is
singing that? I don't know the song.
this song. I like it very much. Um, I need to sing a little more. Na 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 na. Wiesz, że nie chcę się już dłużej bać. Chcę tańczyć, które melody something znam. Jestem wolny, już nie porwał wiatr. This is wśród nas.
Wśród nas?
Yes. This is
Who's
something like
singing that?
This is a band.
Band?
Yeah, like this one, and I like Margaret Bilejak. These
Okay.
two songs I like. I don't have any favorite word in Polish. No, just these two songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I have to search for them. I don't listen much of a Polish song, especially new songs. Yeah, I know some old songs, but I mostly listen foreign songs, I guess. That's
I
why
remember
maybe.
once I was singing this song, and my friend, he's a Polish, and he's laughing because he cannot believe that an Indian girl is singing Polish. And I'm like, why are you laughing so much? It's like, because you're singing in Polish.
Yeah, but it's surprising for
For
them,
him,
like
yeah.
positively, of course. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yes.
Would you say that it was worth to moving here and staying here and fighting for your child, being stubborn, achieving your goals?
Yes, it was, I have transformed. I always tell Ariana's father, thank you for this life. I always tell him because he sometimes tell me, your life is better over here. And I say, I thank you for that. I tell them thank you.
And he thinks you are being sarcastic, and then you say, no, I mean it.
I mean it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's surprised that I thank him for the life here. It's peaceful here. I'm not saying that India is bad, but it's populated and too many people over there.
Overpopulated, yeah.
Yes. And I remember how I used to, when I used to lose weight, people ask me how I lose weight, and I used to tell them Kurla Dadar.
What does
So
it mean?
Kurla Dadar are two stations where the whole of Mumbai will meet to change, to go to other places,
Aha,
It's
okay.
like when you go to, let's say that if you want to go to any other country, you come to Warsaw and then you travel.
Yes.
So in Mumbai, if you want to travel to Mumbai, like the main city, like in the big place or anywhere, you go to Kurla and then you go to Dadar and then you go further, you change like
Okay,
this.
so you have to double.
Yes, and that is like a marathon. You go running, like holding your bag, and you go up and then you come down. It's like something you can go on YouTube and look how it looks like.
Kurla Dadam.
Kurla Dadar, yes. But
Kurla Dadar.
over here, it's relaxed. Before people coming out, before people getting in, you're still getting out. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It's in between the life in Krakow, yes. In Warsaw, it's not like this. And I like it, that it's just right in between. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Would you like to invite your daughter for 5 minutes if you want?
Yes, yes. Why not? Ariana?
Ariana, you want to come to join us? Front of the camera.
Come.
Are you shy in front of camera? Oh, don't be shy. Yeah, okay. So, Ariana, how old are you?
I'm
8 years old, okay. And are you proud of being half Polish and half Hindi?
yes,
Oh. Do you speak Hindi? Mommy teaches you?
yes.
Can you say something in Hindi?
आपका से हो?
What does it mean?
How are you?
Aapka se ho? Am I pronouncing it correct?
Yes,
Okay, good. You are very beautiful,
thank you.
Would you like to say something in front of the camera? Maybe greet someone?
I don't know.
Okay, if I ask you what is your favorite Polish food and what is your favorite Indian food, what would you say?
I would say favorite Polish food is dumplings
Which dumplings? With meat, maybe, or maybe with some, you know,
with cheese.
with cheese. Russian dumplings. Yeah.
Like Ruski.
Okay.
And Indian,
Loudly bolo thoda.
Indian, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know Indian.
Would you like to travel someday with your mommy to India?
Yes.
Did you get to talk to your grandparents over the phone, maybe?
Yes.
Do you like them?
Yes.
Do you have any other multicultural friends at school?
Like from
Or
different
all of
countries.
them are Polish?
I do have from other countries friends.
Where are they come from?
Ethiopia and India and Poland and
Egyptian,
Egyptian, Belarusian.
Ooh, you have a lot of multicultural friends. That's so nice. Do you guys share about your culture when you guys playing together, or maybe talking, or eating lunch? Do you talk about your cultural
Yes.
side of your, you know?
Yes, sometimes, and sometimes we talk about different things.
Ariana is most of the time translating, to her friends. So she speaks Polish and then English and also Hindi, so she can translate, yes, to her
Yes,
friends.
that's wonderful.
Yeah. Sometimes she helps me also because she's learning Russian. So when we are in the taxi,
Russian.
yes,
Why are you learning Russian? Do you like the language?
Yes.
Do you know the Cyrillic? Like the alphabet, the Russian alphabet?
No, but I know to count in Russian.
Ooh, can you count?
I forgot the first number,
Adin,
but
Adin, I think it starts Adin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, I don't know.
20, I think.
20.
I don't know. I might lie. You will be super you will be a polyglot. You are. No, polyglots are starting from 3 languages.
she speaks and learning Spanish. Yeah. Now I want to let her learn more, dive deep in Spanish.
Oh my God. Do you feel like mommy is pushing too much pressure on you with the language skills?
Yes.
But you know, the best part of knowing the different languages is you will get to know a lot of many different multicultural people, which means you will have many opportunities, many open doors, where to go, where to show,
Yeah.
because you will get to understand everyone.
Sometimes she's studying-
That will be language knowledge will be your superpower, you know.
She likes Polish food a lot. And sometimes they're having argument like, no Polish food, only Indian food.
Yeah, Polish food is also good. Also good. But we have to sometimes change
Yes.
just to not get bored. You have a wonderful daughter.
Oh,
You are very pretty.
Thank you.
so are you.
So are you.
Thank you. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. And before we finish, I would like to ask you this question that I ask mostly everyone. If you would give any type of advice from your own experience to someone at the similar path or the situation as an immigrant, with the mixed culturally marriage, raising a kid in a mixed culturally, family, What would be your generous advice to them to give based on your own experience?
It's very simple one. Don't give up. Yeah, and also don't try to choose the easiest way. Yeah, it will be hard, like to go through the easiest way, but I'm a different person. Yes, so I want to be proud about myself. So take the hard way, and you will thank yourself. Yes, this is the advice I can give, because I could not imagine taking someone's help and going through, but now I did things by myself and I'm proud of myself. Yeah.
That you survived it,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
get through that,
Yeah.
right?
I don't mind taking my parents' help. They can tell me 10,000 things. You're not saving, you're not this, you're not that, you're doing this, you're not good, blah blah blah. I don't mind. They are my parents. But I don't want any other human being to tell me that you are not good, Suyasha.
You are not good enough, for example.
Yes, you're not good enough as a mother, or you're not good enough as a wife. I don't want anyone to tell me that. Yeah.
Because they don't know. It's
Yes,
your life, right?
yes.
Get the power of
Yeah,
your
my
life.
parents can say whatever. They have the right. No problem. Yes.
Of course.
I can take 10,000 insults from them, but not from outsiders. Yeah.
Okay, what would be, in your opinion, and from your experience, of course, the advantages and disadvantages of living abroad, like immigration, I mean, not living like 1 year or 2 years, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
long-term immigration, right?
It's very important to learn the language.
Of course.
Disadvantage. Advantage is you learn the language.
Okay.
Yes, because I know many people don't want to learn the language, they don't need it, but this was my goal. I have no problem with people not speaking the language. It's their life, and if things are okay for them, they can. But people like me who are really having challenges, it's good to learn the language. You can make things easy for you. Yeah. So advantage and disadvantage, I would say this. Yeah, I don't see anything right
Anything
now.
else?
Yes, because I have come across like all my hurdles, and only language has helped me a lot
To survive.
to survive. Even in immigration office, sometimes like there was a situation when I didn't have one document, yeah, one certificate. The I had the copy of it, but I didn't have the original copy. But only because I spoke Polish, and that inspector knew me. Like I have come several times over there.
Thousands of times.
Yes, yes. In this 9.5 years, I've been there so many times. So she said, "Okay, fine." And it's not only she. There were many of them who said, "Okay, fine."
Yeah, yeah.
It's because I spoke the language. I don't know, or maybe I had some help, yeah, from above. But yes, language speaking does make a difference. Yes.
For the easy and
Yes,
more
yes.
peaceful life, maybe, yeah, in that
That's
country.
why I teach her Hindi, because we don't know what's the future.
You know, like Ariana, do you know? I have a friend whose father is Indian and mom is Polish. She's a grown woman now, but she is so amazed and interested in India that she travels there a lot. And she personally says that also she's very connected to the Indian culture. So you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe you will be more attached to a Polish culture, but you can be also interested and attached to Indian culture. You never know. But you have a lot to uncover. So never give up on your language skills, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for having your time.
Yes, thank you for having us. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.